Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a third year doing law with science and business, majoring in psychology.
Hi, I'm Chris in my second year studying a Bachelor of Psychological Science.
Hi, my name is Hakim. I'm a second year doing a Bachelor of Psychological Science, majoring in marketing.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm a second year studying a Bachelor of Psychology.
Hey guys, my name is Grace and I'm a second year student studying a Bachelor of Psychology.
Hi, I'm Iris. I'm a third year doing a Bachelor of Psychology.
I keep up with my lectures.
For legal purposes, I'm not on strongly disagree because I am in academics, but I don't keep up with my lectures. I tend to do them all in one go at some point in the term.
I feel like weird being on this side. I feel like the thing to be is like, oh yeah, oh my god, I'm so behind on my lectures, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I have such a like set routine that I need to like keep to like what I have. So I like have like a set time each week where I just like do it no matter what.
Yeah, I feel like in first year, I went into everything being like, I'm going to be so on top of this. Like, I just smashed the HSC. Like, I'm going to do my readings every week. I'm going to watch my weekly psych lectures. But then I kind of realized the thing that Mel does and I do as well, where you can like binge psych lectures at the end.
Every year of my degree, I go less and less from strongly agree, but I feel like it makes me feel a lot more at ease knowing that I'm still relatively on top of things. Otherwise, I'll stress out if it like builds up too much.
I found first year easy.
Yeah, as much as I would say that first year came with certain challenges, as you mentioned, emotionally, I found my first year of uni so incredibly liberating. Having gone to an all-girls school for, a good 6-7 years, as much as I enjoyed that space, I didn't feel like I had the room to grow and try out new experiences. After coming to uni, I felt like I had the opportunity to mature, to meet amazing people, and also to have a bit more autonomy over my own life.
My first year was also during COVID, so that was like a big factor for me in the sense that like we had a really, really good start, and then halfway through the year we had an extended lockdown, not being able to see like the new friends I just made or like my old high school friends who were like doing their own thing.
Yeah, definitely COVID for me in year 12, because I'm a second year, was like not a good time for me. I think like quite frankly, like I don't do well like when I'm by myself. So I think coming to uni, I like had really low expectations. But the thing is, uni like fully surpassed all of those expectations.
There is so many opportunities around you, and you are only going to be able to create and mold the uni experience that you are going to have by seeking them out and pushing yourself to go outside the walls, like taking that liberty of not being in high school anymore.
Yeah, it was really hard for me, like, coming from miles away, coming here to like get an education. So, it was daunting. And I was like walking up and down the main walkway of UNSW, like, okay, which tribe do I belong to? I didn't know anything about the culture and stuff like that. Even though I do speak English as my first language, you guys speak it really differently. So thanks to all my friends out there. I know you're watching this, for making life so much easier for me.
I agree. I feel like there's less pressure in first year to know exactly what you want to do or what you should be doing, whereas later on, there is some sort of, fear, uncertainty around what I'm going to do when I graduate. But as a first year, you can literally try everything. If you're not enjoying your degree, honestly, just change it. There is no judgment.
I'm passionate about my degree.
Some subjects, stats, that like I really hate. And anyone who hasn't done stats yet, be ready. But it's not as bad as it like we see and we make it out to be. It's just we're spoiled. We're spoiled by our other subjects.
There are so many different pathways in psychology, you see. So like the ambiguity is there. Like coming from an engineering background. I did 1 year in an engineering university. I was just like, yeah, finish my 4 years, do my honors, and then like I'll become an engineer. But that's not the same with a psychology degree. So I'm just like,
Gives you flexibility, like, yeah,
Adds the spice to life.
exactly.
For me personally, I'm actually more interested in what happens after uni than what's happening right now. Again, I can't really say I'm loving the content at the moment. I love our lecturers, they're so cool, they're so amazing, but I don't feel a strong calling towards the psychology degree in itself. And as a result, I've debated so many times whether I should swap degrees, but I chose to stay because, again, I'm so passionate about the people that make up psychology.
I wanted to do law, and I was like, psych seems cool, commerce seems like a safe choice. Let me just do all three. And while I may not be like, oh my gosh, I'm so passionate about neurobiology, like what I'm passionate about is like the people, and like what you get out of the psych subjects isn't just the content, but a greater understanding and appreciation for other people.
like, you know, I was really good at engineering, but then it was not my passion. So like coming here, trying a psych degree and like, you know, a second major in marketing, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So it
And you know what, I'm just like cross. Oh, wow. I've sort of changed my
that's
mind.
drastic,
Yes.
Grace.
Drastic. Oh, yes. You know what, a little bit more.
Whoa.
Okay, I would say I'm very passionate about the opportunities in psychology. And yeah, content is fun and it is interesting. I felt like at the time when I was in year 12, that I wanted to be perceived a certain way. I wanted to pick a degree that was prestigious. The thing that I actually wanted to do, very interesting, for a long time I wanted to be a teacher.
I feel like passion-wise, it's like, I kind of mentioned before, it's like, I guess being in psychology, you do have a really good opportunity to like do like kind of whatever you want to do.
I liked the broadness of choice that a psychology degree could give you, but I think having started some of my degree, before when I said I had some concerns, it was don't think I realized the length of time it would take to follow the traditional pathway of being a psychologist.
No idea.
Yeah.
I found it easy to maintain friends at UNSW outside of societies.
I would say, so my difficulty that I found to maintain friendships outside of societies is because I do think that a lot of the friends that I've made through uni are through societies, specifically, I guess, like PsychSoc.
I feel like I'm like a real like sucker when it comes for like routines with friends. So like I have like some like high school friends and stuff where like we come together for like a Monday coffee in the morning.
I think I've learned to be a lot more intentional with my friends because when everyone becomes so busy with work, with uni, and with just life happening, you really have to make the conscious effort to reach out in order to see your friends.
Yeah, so I originally said slightly agree in the sense that I was like, yeah, it's been okay maintaining friends outside of society in the sense that I still keep in contact with like my friends from high school and things like that. However, I kind of see friends in this situation as like the friends that I have already decided I want to stay close to. Like there have been there are a lot fewer friends from high school that I do keep in contact as opposed to my uni friends.
It's so hard to maintain friends, like friendships, especially when they are like miles away. And like most of my friends, we went to the same primary school, we went to the same secondary school as well, and we even take similar diplomas, which is why most of us end up in the same university. So like having gone through all those phases in life together, it's really hard to maintain them. But what I've learned is that you can still do that by loving them from afar. I, reach out and call them and stuff like that.
I think I agree with like both what Iris and Hakim said. Having low maintenance friends is really great. Sometimes you only get to catch up 3 to 4 times a year, but you feel like as though no time has passed at all, which I think is so wonderful, truly.
I seek academic validation.
Honestly, I feel like academic validation, like, I don't know, it's kind of just like a number that I check at the end of like every term, like that WAM number, if it goes up or down.
So if my academics go down, my well-being goes down, because as much as I like want to prioritize well-being and don't want it to be that way, I feel like inevitably I do experience that because I do seek academic validation.
For me, academic validation has always been something that I've struggled with, and I feel like an aspect of that is like when you're younger and you are getting that validation continuously, you're kind of aware of the potential that you have.
It almost makes us sound like rats, you know, with like positive reinforcement.
I know.
Academic validation. So that's really interesting. But I think for me, like the reason why I'm on slightly agree instead of agree or strongly agree is because I crave other forms of validation much more.
Don't we all,
So
guys?
real.
And in a way, I feel like when I see my friends, they see me more as like a social being. I don't want my whole personality to be that either. And I'm trying to find like a balance in terms of what kind of person I want to be internally and also want to portray to people as well. I don't want to be someone who doesn't care about academics because I do want to do decently.
I manage my stress well.
Personally, I feel like I don't manage my stress very well. As psychology students, we know the concept known as the Yerkes-Dodson curve. And what it says is that optimal performance requires an optimal level of stress. So we need to be slightly stressed in order to be motivated to perform well. But for me, look, I'll just talk about last week. I was doing so many things all at once. I became so stressed that I actually physically became ill.
Like I'm able to focus like nothing else when I like channel my stress. But then there's the problem of if I kind of just let things go and things get out of hand, if my routines break, I feel like that stress can like be tunnel vision. Like you can make yourself like super focused about this one thing, and then you might let other things in your life just kind of go to the side. Yeah.
Yeah, so I manage my stress really well. I feel like this is partly because I've had like multiple job experiences.
I feel like, okay, so I put strongly agree originally, and that's because it sounds stupid, but like I don't get stressed. Okay, that's not true. But anyone who knows me knows that I'm a bit too easygoing sometimes. Last year, like if someone said right now, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to relate because again, like I said, I didn't put enough in to actually get knocked out. But I think this year, like I feel like I've slowly felt it.
It'll be okay. You'll make it.
It'll be okay.
I think this video has been really interesting because we are all psych students and in psych soc, but we're still able to offer such a diverse range of opinions and experiences. And I hope that whoever is watching this video just feels like no matter who you are, what degree you're studying, whether you're in your first or your fifth year, your first or your second degree or third degree, you know that there will always be someone who is going through the same thing as you or who understands what you are going through, and you feel a little bit less alone if you are.